so frothy. Oh shit. Bollocks. Hi, my name's Meg. If you're new to the channel, I make videos about eating disorder recovery. Sorry if I sound a bit rough today, I don't really feel very well. I've been noticing some common questions coming through on Instagram, so I thought they might be helpful to share. Movement and exercise, how I seem to eat and never gain any weight, is my recovery really as smooth as it seems, digestion, night eating and binging, when did things get better for me, so things like body image, weight distribution, like how long did it take, what weight was I at, what treatment do I get, and it's called CBT-E, so I can talk about it more, but it's been amazing for me. And then how I've changed as a person in my recovery. And that's a lot to get through. This might be 2 videos, just so I don't bore the tits off you. So seeing as I'm going to yoga, I thought I'd start with exercise and movement. I don't talk about it a lot because it's not really been something I've massively struggled with. In fact, I actually had to ask someone on Instagram what lower level movement was. And I do remember when I was in hospital, girls refusing to sit down, but even then I would look at them and be like, dude, take a break, you're literally burning like 1 calorie. But no, seriously, like, luckily haven't had an issue with it. I don't actually even know what like macros and whatever micros, whatever they are, ketos or something, ketos, paleos, honestly I really don't know. So I don't talk about these things because I feel like a fraud, but someone mentioned to me it might be helpful even that I share that I don't do it. I don't know, to know that you don't need to do it. And like, I already know what food obsession is like, and it takes up so much of my time, so I can't even imagine having another obsession on top of that. The amount of thought and worry and tracking, I'm not even going to look into it because I just don't need another obsession. And thinking about it now, I wonder if some people are going to hear this and be like, oh, she's so lucky, she eats all this and she doesn't even need to move to do whatever it is you think you need to do the movement for. And that kind of leads me on to the next one of people asking, how do I eat and never gain any weight? Which I've had a few people ask me now. Right, I'll read you someone's comment. I've been finding myself getting into a real rut through comparing myself to you. My eating disorder won't let me look past your naturally slim frame and how you seem to be able to eat and drink so freely without it showing on your body. Knowing that my body shape is much curvier and that weight shows much more obviously on me and that I look much bigger at any given BMI. I'm feeling like I can't afford to eat like you do or let myself get to my set point like you are so courageously doing because I'm not as lucky as you to keep looking so slim. I'm thinking that if you're worried about gaining a bit more, considering how slim you look, no matter what BMI you are, how much more worrying it is for me because I simply don't have your slim frame. Slimply, I'm trying to say. It's actually mental for me to receive a message like that because that's the sort of thing I would think about other people. So I'm not going to get into weight loads because I don't think it'll be helpful for anybody, but I have gained weight and then my weight's kind of stabilised a bit, honestly, as I've gotten closer to my set point. Like, I used to be able to gain on the amount of food I eat now, which is crazy. I guess because I'm closer to my set point. Not necessarily at it, but I'm obviously closer to it. But anyway, I really don't want to talk about weight. So what I actually want to say is everybody is a different shape and size naturally. Like, I'm a Meg size Meg, you're a U size you. And don't think, oh, well, naturally she's a better natural size, whatever. Like, again, I know someone will because I would have done too, but like, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I don't have a thigh gap. I don't have a tiny skinny face. I don't have abs. I don't have hair as thick as I'd like it to be. I don't have a tiny waist to hip ratio, like whatever it is people fixate on and that they waste their whole life trying to force themselves into. Like, some people are going to be more naturally slim or more naturally toned than I am, and that's just how it is. Like, that is just naturally how they're made compared to me. And it doesn't matter how much I hate my body or how much I'm jealous of theirs or how badly I want my body to change. My body doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't know what skinny jeans look like or what so-and-so looks like on Instagram or what weight I've got in my mind that I'd like to be. Like, my body just knows when it's happy and healthy. And something that's helped me so much in recovery is my psychologist teaching me don't have to love it, but just accept it at the size it's supposed to be, and then get on with living the life that this body allows me to live and being the person that it allows me to be. To be able to sleep, socialise, not think about food all day, laugh, concentrate, keep myself warm, grow back hair. Yeah, hoping, envying, hating, like, none of these things are going to change my natural body shape. and I can force my body to change, but then I have to sacrifice my life, I have to sacrifice everything about me, because it's not what my body wants, it's what I've decided in my head, and my body doesn't function optimally at the way I've decided in my head, sadly. Body positive, body neutral, life positive. Right, better go into yoga, just try and get a space. Brought my drink outside. Oh, so frothy. Oh shit. Bollocks. So you can't drink matcha. No. Oh, they're all in. Stevie. No, Stevie. No. 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 So my next question is about whether my recovery's been as smooth as it appears to have been. Which, of course, no, like, no recovery is ever smooth. It's never a straight line. You know, like, your body doesn't recover at the same rate as your mind, and you're never just like forward, forward, forward. Like last year, I took a break from recording for a month because I'd gotten a bit stuck. And not even that I was losing weight, I just wasn't making progress. She'll never stay on my lap. No. Also in the past, I've fallen into that really common trap that I call the yo-yo, where you're like forwards and backwards. So maybe you gain a bit of weight, but then you freak out and you run back to your eating disorder. Or like you challenge a fear food, but then you freak out and so you restrict to compensate. But basically, I would have found I made a bit of progress, but then my eating disorder would totally come over me, totally cloud my vision. I couldn't remember what I was doing, why I was doing it. And recovery then literally felt to me like people were trying to tell me the sky was green. You know, I was like, the sky's obviously blue, like obviously I need to restrict, obviously I've gained too much or I'm losing control, like I need to go back to it. And people were like, no you don't. And I was like, that to me sounds like the sky is green. It's not. I felt like I could only recover when I was feeling okay or when things were going well or when I hadn't gained weight. Then I was like, sure, no problem, I'm well into this recovery thing. But then the problem is, to recover, like, you have to challenge your fear foods or gain weight or whatever it is you need to do. And also, like, life's always going to happen. There's always going to be periods when we just feel a bit shit. Or you're stressed at work, or you're busy at home. You've got an exam to revise for. Or it's someone's birthday. Like, there's always a reason why recovery isn't right now. I literally had to gain weight, feel shit, and then gain weight again. And then feel shit, and then keep gaining weight. Like, not feel shit, so run back to it. Feel shit and do it anyway. Get the thoughts and don't act on them, because they won't last forever. But if I keep acting on my thoughts or my, what's it, that word? Is it impulsions? Compulsions, impulses. Anyway, if I'd acted on them, I would still be in that yo-yo now. And like at some point you've just got to think, how long is that gonna last? This is really harsh to say, but like life doesn't wait. Whilst you're going, maybe I'll recover, oh no, it feels too bad, I'll run back. Or maybe I'll give it another go, no, it feels too bad, I'll run back. Like life carries on, people around you carry on. And every time you're doing that, like your eating disorder is just getting more and more ingrained into your brain. My psychologist says to me a lot to always remember that bigger picture, like don't get lost in the detail of what did I weigh this week, what have I eaten today, how many calories have I had, how much have I had compared to yesterday or last week. Like you won't remember that detail when you're looking back on your life. I really like the saying, of course how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. Like what you're choosing to do today around food and movement, maybe it's just to make you feel a bit better now, but that now becomes your life. Hello, darling. Right, the last thing I wanted to talk about is digestion, and I am not an expert here. I'm not a professional or a doctor or anything else to do with digestion. Ugh, about to digest a fly. But loads of people ask me whether my digestion has improved, and oh my god, it has improved so much. And obviously some people have got like allergies or illnesses, celiac, whatever, so everybody needs their own like medical advice, but I'm just going to share like what helped me and my experience. So my approach was basically to eat everything. And obviously I had like my fear foods, so I had to like gradually expose myself to them, but not to like cut whole food groups. So not to cut like carbs or protein or fats or anything. Like I literally ate everything, which is really hard. But like I was trying to tell myself like I need to train my digestion up here. So I ate regularly, like 3 meals, 3 snacks. I was basically trying to show my body like you're not being starved anymore, like you can trust that this food is coming. Some things would make me feel sick. I got so bloated it was actually painful sometimes, and properly looked pregnant. Sometimes I would tell Brendan to like push on my stomach to feel how much like pressure was coming out of it. And even he was like, whoa, okay. I got quite bad cramps sometimes, like it was too painful to stand up. Wind, oh my God. Quite slowed digestion at times, just generally quite uncomfortable. Recovery is like a huge change for your body, so yeah, I don't know, like it really helped me to think of an analogy of like, if I was trying to teach my body Japanese, I would have to take it to Japan, expose it to Japanese speakers, like expose it to the language, give it time to practice. And it's the same for your body. Like your body's not just gonna guess how to digest carbs or dairy or meat or whatever again. It needs to experience it and be exposed to it to, yeah, know what to do. And same thing with like that yo-yo thing. If you gain weight or try a food group and then freak out and restrict again, like your poor body is not gonna know what the fuck to do with that food. And that would really help me. Like if I'd had a big gain one week and I was tempted to run back and restrict, I would try to think like, no, Meg, be patient, keep giving your body these foods, show it it's not going back into restriction and starvation, give your metabolism time to adjust, yeah, break the cycle basically. And the really messed up thing there is quite often I would be like physically really, really pained, but mentally still just wanted to eat. All I wanted was food. Oh yeah. And that doesn't happen really at all now. Like I don't even know how long it lasted for, to be honest. A few months probably. All I can say with my approach was like, eat everything, be consistent, don't go back to restriction, be frequent, and be patient as well. Like your poor frickin' body, what you've put it through, like give it a bloody chance to learn all the shit you've done to it and like, yeah, relearn how to process these foods. So I've just come to Costa for my lunch. I'm trying to challenge at the moment, choosing sandwiches without looking at calories on packets. And Brendan's told me to come and get the chicken fajita wrap here, so this is actually quite a good example of like feel shit and do it anyway. Generally I've had a pretty shitty week. Like I got a speeding fine, I had a big presentation at work. I've actually been called into my boss's office on Sunday because we've not hit one of our regional targets, which is my fault. And I'm just like feeling ill, like I'm just trying to think like this won't last forever. Like I won't be ill forever, I won't be in trouble forever. I don't need to go to restriction or stop challenging or whatever just because I'm feeling a bit shit. Feeling shit will pass. Feel shit and do it anyway. I can't only recover when I'm feeling comfortable or everything's going okay, because shit happens in life. Okay, lunch. It's closed. Okay, thank you. For fuck's sake. It's literally just my week. Oh well, I'll go to another one. That lunch did not go as planned. They didn't even have the flavour that I was after, so I just got the same thing I had last time. And stupidly turned it over whilst I was waiting in the queue and looked at the calories. Why? Ugh, just a number. I also got myself a muffin. It's like a lemon quinoa muffin. Odd. I've got a hairdresser's appointment now, so I got it to take away and I'm gonna go and eat it there. my god, it is so curly. It's not exactly what I asked for. I was trying to do that balayage thing again. It's kind of more like highlights, but no, I think I like it. I'm supposed to be going out for some drinks with a friend tonight, but I just still feel like a bit gross, so take away chocolate and a film instead. Oh, also the hairdresser wanted to keep filming my hair, but I'm like the most awkward person ever on camera, and he was like, just act, just be natural. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So he's taken this awkward as shit video of me. The hair looks really nice in the back, but then you can see me in the mirror and I just look like an awkward twat. I was not born for the TV. Even though I make videos for YouTube, but I don't really think of myself as like a YouTuber. I'm far too awkward for that. Like, honestly, sometimes I honestly think, well, what the hell am I doing making videos for YouTube anyway? Kind of like, how dare I? Like, I'm not a professional or anything, but I don't know. I guess I've been through a lot of really shit treatment in my illness in the last 20 years, and now I'm really lucky that I'm getting some really good help. I'm having this CBT-E. I don't know if I can share it in any way. Like, I can relate to so much of what people go through and the questions people ask, like the messages I get or whatever. So yeah, if I can share things, then I guess that's good. I don't know, it's weird. It actually makes me cringe a little bit, but anyway. It kind of helps me too as well, like making sense of stuff in my own head. So as long as it's still helping people, I'll keep going, I guess. Definitely not going to be on the stage anytime soon. Not going to be starring in any hairdresser commercials, because I was literally like, I don't know what you want me to do. He was like, just act natural. I was like, fuck me, this is me being natural. I'm naturally awkward. Anyway, oh, there's someone looking at me now. Right, I'm going to go home and get a takeaway.